Hiya, and welcome back to Fatal Force, the game that teaches us that if you want to learn about someone, the best way to do so is to play a game of chess with them and absolutely beat their ass. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Morning. Another day with another adventure around the corner. If this was some fictional fairy tale or something, that is. Hiya. I still had a good night's sleep, despite that weird situation. Let me just, adjust my microphone a bit. There we go. Speaking of weird, it seems that Dravyar's already gone now, again. He's already cleaned up the room and prepared some clothes for me. Next to the clothes was a small note that said, "Please wear this for today." Huh. A blue jacket with a dark blue shirt and black jeans. Not bad. He has quite good taste when choosing clothes. For me. I keep staring at the clothes and cover my mouth. Thinking about last night, still struggling to figure it out. Why did he do all of this for me? For what? I stand up from the bed, taking the clothes and walking over to the bathroom for a morning shower. After I finish the shower, I put on the clothes Dravyar left for me. As usual, it fits me perfectly. It also had a nice scent to it. Not gonna lie, I'm trying to remember that one song by Evanescence, but I've been listening to it a metric fuck ton. I've been listening to it, but I cannot remember what it's called. Hang on, I'm gonna Google it because it's a song that I've been listening to a lot of. Bring Me to Life. I've been listening to a lot of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. I've just been listening to that. I've just been listening to that song on loop. As usual, it fits me perfectly. It also had a nice scent to it. Did he put perfume on these clothes? With all this on, I feel like some kind of rock star. Not bad. After a short time appreciating the scent, I checked my phone to know my class schedule for today. Seems I had only one class in the afternoon. I had plenty of time today. I looked around the room, making sure there were no tiny wolves sneaking about trying to prank me again. Zero is not here. Maybe he is still in Mickey's room? Well then, I'll happily play along with your game, Dravyar. Just like another game of chess. I will figure out what you keep hiding from me. Indeed, yesterday he fulfilled his promise to explain everything about the current situation to me. But my instinct tells me it's just for his cover-up. I leave the room, but there is no sign of any wolf. Yeah. That's odd. Maybe I should explore the house a bit more anyway. I remember when I was wearing a blindfold, I could feel like I was going downstairs. Then I looked downstairs. Not far from the room. I slowly walk down, seeing a dashboard on the wall. When I'm down there, I will see what it says. Wolfbane's Cafe? A cafe? When I think back to the time I wore the blindfold, I did smell a coffee shop on the lower floor. I slowly walk over to the main room. There are a few tables arranged seemingly at random. There is a glass front looking upon a lovely view of the forest and a small field. A few people are spread around the room. There is also some slow music playing. Jazz, maybe? I can't really tell. The cafe really does look great. I look around more, finding the barista area. Some tables close to the coffee it seems our knight has already awoken. That outfit really does look good on you. It's Dravyar! Wearing a casual shirt and an apron and a glove. Wait. You run a cafe? What? Can't I? Besides, it's my worker's day off. So I take charge. Oh, by the way, can you help me with something? He asked. I nodded and got closer to him. Sure, what is it? Well, I got to bring this breakfast to those silly guys upstairs. Can you take over my place for a while? Well, I don't know how to make coffee. Nah, it's fine. I already prepared it. You only have to serve it to the customers. He points to a couple sitting at the glass front. Sure. Good. Then he puts a tray in front of me. 2 cups filled with coffee and some creamer. He included two tasty-looking slices of cake. There. Be careful, okay? He said, while holding another tray. I think it's 2 mugs, 1 coffee, the other milk, and some grilled meat. Mickey surely loves coffee in the morning, huh? I chuckled, but Draviar only smiled when I said that. Actually, this is an espresso. It is for Zero. Wait, what? Mickey always drinks milk for his breakfast. Oh yeah, I better feed the wolves now. Good luck. He brings the tray and rushes upstairs. Did he forget that he is also a wolf? Oh well, but... Seriously, that little one drinks espresso? The most bitter coffee? Normal coffee is already too bitter for me to drink. No wonder that little wolf was so hyperactive. I need to serve the customers. I carefully take the tray Draviar prepared for me. Then I slowly walk over to a table with a couple sitting at it. Sorry for being late, your coffee and dessert. I slowly fill up cups with the coffee and then give them 2 plates with their slices of cake. It's alright, we're perfectly fine. The view here is wonderful. Indeed, dear. I'm also amazed by the view. No wonder our friends kept recommending this place. It is a really unique cafe, and the owner always wears a werewolf costume when serving the customers. Yeah, it really suits the name of the cafe. The couple laughs and continue enjoying their coffee and view. Costume, huh? They didn't even realize that the one who makes these meals is a real damn wolf. After I serve the customers, I return to the back barista area and sit waiting for Draviar. It really sure took a long time for him. Oh, Alex, are you here too? Wait, do you work here? I was shocked, trying to find the familiar voice's direction until I saw 2 girls who newly entered the cafe. Gwen, Linda, you both come here? Yeah, I kinda work here as a part-timer. Yeah, part-timer. I lied. Ah, I see. You're such a terrible liar, Alex. Well, of course we do. Almost every week we both came here for no reason at all. She teased and Gwen gave a small laugh. So, Alex, you also want to try something here? Wait, what? He just wants to see the owner, you know, furry thing. Stop it. I'm just joking. Besides, where's Timmy? Shit. I really forgot about him. Well, I'm not sure now, but I did meet him yesterday. I see. Did you send my message to him? That's also something I forgot to do. Yeah, I did, but he was rushing to get home. Oh, that's okay then. But still, I am unable to call his phone number. Maybe he is busy. Actually, I know what happened to him yesterday. Especially when he soaks and might damage his cell phone. Let's sit here. Sure. After we sat down, they talked for a bit about some girl stuff. Until... I can't believe what happened to Jennifer yesterday. She was a bitch, but dying like that? Ugh. I'm gonna punch her. Except not punch her. The killer is still unknown. I wonder what is gonna happen next to our academy. Long holiday, I guess. She chuckled. I also can't believe what happened yesterday. Especially having seen the body cut to shreds. Okay, I have a theory. These 2 are lesbian lovers. That is my theory. Hiya. Especially having seen the body cut to shreds. The culprit is a Wendigo. The issue is not knowing who it is. You seem quiet, Alex. Nah, I just don't know what to talk about. Are you happy now, Alex? Well, that bitch is dead, so you and Timmy don't have to worry about the blackmailing anymore. Linda! What? I'm just being honest. Besides, where the hell is the waiter? I'm thirsty. I think it might be a private academy, so, like, yeah. She said, looking straight at Gwen, who seemed rather annoyed at Linda's statement. To be honest, I agree with Linda. Jennifer always blackmailed Timmy and me before all this. There have been times when I almost got terminated by the academy thanks to her. Luckily that time I was able to prove my innocence. But Timmy? Good morning, ladies. Dravyar finally came, and technically he was feeding the wolves. Sorry I took so long. I had some business upstairs. Yeah, we understand you were busy wearing that costume. It must be hard for you. They laughed, but it's not a costume. Dravyar didn't seem to mind it, though. He merely joined in with laughter. As usual, please. Same. Okay, then. And you? Me? You should try coffee. It tastes amazing. She tried to convince me. But I don't drink coffee. It tastes bitter. Too bad then. Maybe some hot chocolate sounds better for you. Well... What should I order? Can we get a latte? Alright, time to get the bean juice. Alright, are we getting... You know what? Poll time. It's poll time. We're gonna poll time. New poll. There we go. This should tell you exactly where my... This should tell you exactly where my mental state is at. Don't feel bad. Yesterday I did 69, 420. Now it's 69, 69, 69, 69. It's a funny number. Bean juice and liquid Easter. Yes. Ah, shit. Is it Fuck. Alright. Sorry, yeah. Time for the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Display capture. Let's do this. Bean juice. Hot liquid that tastes of Easter. Alright. And we got hot liquid that tastes of Easter. Because this is the life I've chosen. Hot liquid that tastes of Easter. Can I have some hot liquid that tastes of Easter? Can I have some hot chocolate? Sure. Hot liquid of joy. Yeah, I'm good. I'm totally sure. The wolf seems disappointed with my request. Should we go back and do bean juice? Yo, fuck it. I'm just gonna do that. Alright. I want to try a coffee. Are you sure? He seems sure about it. You won't regret it. Trust me. She said, but I'm really sure that I won't be able to finish it somehow. Dravyar starts making the coffee. First, he blends some coffee beans. Meanwhile, he puts a filter in the brewer and rinsed it with hot water. Why are you doing that? I thought it must put the blended coffee bean first in the filter. Actually, this method is to remove the papery residue on the filter and warm up the brewer, keeping your coffee hot for longer. The wolf explained. I see now. After that, he slowly discards the water used for rinsing. Then he adds the grounds to the filter, making sure the surface is level. Once again, he took hot water, slowly and steadily poured just enough water over the grounds to saturate them completely, starting from the middle and working his way outward. Whoa, you're really skilled doing this, Dravyar. That's a W for Dravyar. I chuckled, and Dravyar poured in the remaining water, keeping the water in the dripper between 1/2 and 3/4 full. Alright, please wait since it kinda takes around 3 or 4 minutes. Seriously? Where did you learn this stuff? Internet? Well, I had a friend that was good with these things, so I asked him to teach me. Cool. Oh, right. It seems finally done. Lastly, he carefully removes the filter from the cup. Whoa, the aroma. Smells good. Here. He smiles, serving a cup of coffee to me. The coffee smells really strong, which must mean it's a bitter one. Slowly, I started drinking it, carefully taking a small sip. Oh? What's wrong, Alex? He looks worried when seeing my reaction. The two girls are really focusing on me. It's like they were waiting for the final exam result. It tastes good. How do I say this? Not bitter, but kinda sweet. I told you. She smirked at Linda. She didn't say anything else. Glad you like it, Alex. And for you, girls, here's your usual. On the house. Wow, really? Well, that's really quite something. The two seem shocked that Dravyar did this. Okay, I am convinced that Linda and Gwen are a lesbian couple. I am convinced that they are. I'm probably wrong. They're probably just besties. But I am, like, convinced that they are lesbians together. The two seem shocked that Dravyar did this. While I keep drinking my coffee, emptying the cup before even realizing. This coffee is so good. Yup, since the Alex already managed to drink the coffee, so I think we should celebrate it. He praises, taking my cup and filling it with another coffee. Hooray. This is just one of the best days ever. Dark Dragon 563. If you're here, can you confirm whether or not Linda and Gwen are lesbians? This is just one of the best days ever. We keep chatting and laughing, talking all about academy issues. We realize that we chatted for so long that the academy is about to start. Oh, a class is about to start. Oh no, we need to go. It was nice to spend some time in this place, though. Thank you. Oh, by the way, you need a ride, Alex? Huh? Well, I drive a car. Yes, I know you have a car, but why? Yeah. You texted me this morning, and you said you need a ride. I was shocked. I looked over to Dravyar, who was pretending to wipe the glass while making an innocent face. Wait a minute. That wolf used my phone this morning, and maybe he knows my password. Damn it! Do you want to join or not? Sure, let's go. I had no real choice but to accept the offer, since I don't own a car. Besides, it would take a long time to get there if I just walked. We all three headed out from the cafe, but before I closed the door, I looked back at Dravyar, who was still pretending to be busy. Motherfucker's ooh-wooing! Motherfucker is doing an ooh-woo! Like, what? Like, look at him go! He's doing an ooh-woo! And juggling! Okay, what all is he juggling? What all is he juggling? Okay, so he's juggling... Honestly, I do focus more on male action because, you know, I'm gay. So, yeah. No. Okay, so he's juggling a clock, a teacup, cheesecake, and that. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I think it's like a coffee thing. Look back at Dravyar, who is still pretending to be busy. I will deal with you later, Wolfie. I can see Dravyar chuckling in the distance. Maybe he heard what I said. Whoa, I never thought his house this damn big. But next time, I'm sure, next time I'll get to his secret. It didn't take long for us to arrive at the academy, thanks to Linda being a very fast driver. Oh. Didn't take very... Yeah, I already read that. Thanks to Linda being a very fast driver. There's still a lot of officers from the nearby police station investigating what happened yesterday. Questioning all the students one by one. Wait a minute. Questioning people? What happened here? I think it's about yesterday. But why do they question everyone one by one? They might be suspecting one of the students. Whatever it is, this still feels weird. She then went over to one of the officers to ask something while I simply stood next to the car. I still don't get it. Care to explain, Alex? Well, thinking about yesterday's murder case. Shit! If I tell her about the Wendigo thing, she's just gonna think I was busy watching some dumb movies. Besides, don't the police just ask a few selected people? Even in this kind of case, it's rather odd to go around asking basically anyone. I don't think so. So, what's with yesterday's case, Alex? Well, I think... Suddenly, Gwen came over to me, patting me on the shoulder with a grief-filled expression. Alex, there's something I need to tell you. What happened, Gwen? What did the police tell you? She seems utterly destroyed and barely able to even say what it is that has happened. Gwen? It's Timmy. He's gone, Alex. They told me that he killed himself. I honestly don't know what to say. Like, I have a feeling that Timmy probably commit suicide due to the abuse that he received from Jennifer. And in terms of bullying, there isn't much that one can do, I feel like. Honestly, I said this during the Tennis Ace streams, and I'm going to say it here. Please, if you're considering self-harm or suicide, or you are actively doing either one, please contact the National Suicide Hotline. There's a link for it in, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link for it in the video description. Gone? You must be joking. I just saw him yesterday and he looked totally fine. I can't really believe it. Then Gwen hugged me. Hey, you're just messing with me, right? It can't be. My best friend, the one whom I have been with since my first day in the academy, is dead. I start to tear up, unable to hide my pain at that thought. To think that he committed suicide. I mean, his time here was rough. Being bullied for the whole 4 years at the academy. His parents blamed him for not being strong enough to fight back. Timmy. She held her mouth shut in an effort not to cry, but it's in vain. Then, Gwen releases me from her hug. There is more. More? She nodded. Before Timmy died, he might have done something terrible. He killed his parents, and set the house alight before hanging himself in his room. Thank you for the follow. I'll be right back. He killed his parents, and set the house alight before hanging himself in his room. What? I wiped away my tears and began to think about her statement. Then, I started to realize this situation. Something's wrong. Wolves. Always planning stupid stuff at the last minute. Can't help it. We have to do it to avoid too much damage afterwards. Damage? Is such a softer term than death. But I still do not understand about you. Me. What? I am just enjoying the view. Besides, humans are so funny. Good grief. Well, I was just helping Dravyar clean up a bit, and his plan was total crap. So I'm going to make some changes and make sure everything runs smoothly without everyone getting depressed. Dravyar is too obsessed with protecting Alex until he cannot think rationally anymore. Now I regret not asking for more lemon candy from Alex back then because it tastes so good. Hey, how about you get me some sweets? Damn it! Stop playing fool with me, damn wolf! I thought you only showed up in this form on a full moon, but this is still way off schedule. Answer me. Zero. What is this, Dragon Ball? What is this? Trying to think of more references that I can make. What is this? Naruto? What is this? Oh, thank you for the follow. Shit. Fuck, I can't think of anything. Zero. Chapter 4, and please click to continue. Well, hello again. Sorry about my behavior earlier. Well, let's move on. We're going to go back 4 years. Again, though you'll be remaining as Alex. 4 years ago. Man, my first day. I already hauled my butt as hard as I could through high school, but it was worth it. I can finally join the academy. Stella Academy. This is the place where most people come to study in the field of forensics. Or at least that's what I've heard. Most of the lectures are by ex-FBI retired police officers, the army, and private detectives. The academy does host other professional courses, of course, like cooking, art, modeling, and literature. One day I'll become a great detective. I took a deep breath and continued walking to the academy. Guys, I saw something. Huh? It's a bear! I swiveled my head. I didn't see a bear. Instead I saw a big kid. They were mocking him. Oh no! I'm scared! A bear is coming to the academy! Leave me alone. Go visit a zoo, big guy. There you'll meet so many of your animal people. I could tell he wanted to fight back, but didn't know how to. Meh, whatever. Not my problem anyways. Though that intrigues me. Animal people? What do they mean? Like, are they talking about the zookeepers? Hey, stop it! He tried to back away, but was blocked by 2 other guys. Seniors. They were bullying him. Seems that everyone else is trying to avoid the situation. Is no one really going to try and stop them? Ah! The seniors pushed him onto the ground and started to kick him. Okay, that's fucking it. I bolted them and elbowed one of them to the ground, pushing both of them back. Hey, what the? The other one tried to punch me in the face. I quickly dodged him and side-slammed him with my backpack, forcing them into the ground. I held up my fist at the others. This academy has a code of conduct. Don't you forget. Oh, I would have added like a couple swears here and there, just like, this goddamn academy has a fucking code of conduct, you shitsickles. And don't you fucking forget or I'll fuck you up. I'll gladly make you all buy one-way tickets to Expelled Town. Now scram. Nah. Don't say that. Say, I'll gladly make you all buy one-way tickets to hell. Now scram. Or rather, I will gladly gift you all a one-way I will gladly give you all a Disney Fast Pass to hell. I'll fuck you up. Now scram. Now scram! They all scrambled to their feet and darted off. Holy shit, are we Izuku Midoriya? Guess that taught them. I turned back to the big guy. He's still struggling to stand up. Hey, are you alright? Yes, thank you. Just keep in mind that you're probably going to be their next target, I'm afraid. Who cares? Besides, this academy has a no discrimination rule, so we'll be safe. I smile and reach out my hand. Look, oh, that is a lightning bug outside of my window. He grabbed it and got up. He's pretty heavy. So, what's the big deal earlier, working part-time as a zookeeper? Zookeeper? He gazed at me for a bit confused before he suddenly started to chuckle. What's funny? I just heard them mumbling about animal people and things. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's, it's actually related to the furry fandom. Is this how he became a degenerate? His tone dropped sharply and he seemed afraid. Furry? Sorry, I'm not exactly familiar with what that is. Mind explaining to me? His face lit up slightly. Hey, you've never heard of it? Are you sure you want me to explain? Yup. I see. Well, I'm not really sure how to explain it. You'll probably laugh at me over it. Why so? Essentially, the furry fandom is about people who have an interest in human-like animals. Some folks join just for fun, but others want to create an identity that is free. And no restrictions, like an animal. A second self, I guess. So, basically, an alternate personality as an animal? Yeah, you can say that. Interesting. Tell me more about it. Huh? I mean, you have me hooked now. I'm rather interested in this furry thing now. Okay. Sorry, I should probably ask now, but what's your name? Brian Thompson, but you can call me Timmy. Ah, Alex. Nice to meet you, Timmy. Likewise. It's been 4 years. He's been my close friend all that time. The one person who I would go to when it came to the furry fandom. Even on a bad day, we're always there for each other, getting through everything that got in our way. This is how we became a degenerate. Hang on, just my bones. Cracking my bones. Just gotta crack my bones, except it's not my bones, it's my joints. Just like having so much fun cracking my wrists. Like, I once cracked my wrist and it freaked out some friends. On a bad day, we're always there for each other, getting through everything that got in our way. And now he's gone. This final year of my studies has had possibly one of the most tragic times of my life. Tragedy. Why? Why does tragedy always come from a bad thing that is always beyond any of our control? It feels so empty inside me now. I feel lost. It feels like my soul has already died. Alex? Alright, motherfucker. Shit. Oh. There we go. Okay, that is like way too loud for me. There we go. Alex? Are you alright? She was waving her hand in front of my face. I shook myself awake. I realized we were still standing in front of the academy. Yeah, I'm fine. I just need a moment, please. Sure thing. Sorry, Alex. She smiled gently at me. Everyone knew that the one person that was close to Timmy was me. The sadness refuses to leave, and I'm still trying to accept all of this. This isn't fair. Something feels wrong. Suddenly, a policeman began to strut in our direction. White fur. Kids, you shouldn't be lingering here. Please move. Sorry, sir. We just arrived here, sir. Oh, you're students for the stupid academy, huh? This conversation was getting really weird. Do they not realize who they're looking at? Perhaps they think he just looks like an ordinary police officer. Though is it not obvious he's fake? It must be because of Dravyar, so he's disguised as a human to let him act like a police officer. Well, except for me. I can see the real him. Perhaps my werewolf ability? I think we should go now. Class is getting started. She began to quickly walk towards the main gate. Linda followed suit. You, boy, follow me! What the hell? He gripped my hand and dragged me with him under a tree not far from the academy. My mind is still blank and unable to respond to what he did just now. Ugh, I have class though. Mickey let go of my hand. Yeah, right. Going to class with a tear-soaked face. The hell's with your deal anyways? Dude, my friend is dead. And you want me to act normal? I was roaring, but it seems Mickey didn't care. Instead, he pointed his gun at my stomach. He snarled at me with a small fang sticking out slightly. You see, I'm not your gentle type guy like Dravyar. I get really pissed when someone like you makes him too blind to make even a simple decision. He was furious, but why should he be mad at me? That's not my problem. I can't control what he thinks with this stuff. But it is my problem. Are you jealous of the way Dravyar treats me? He stared at me, shocked. He put away his gun. Jealous of you? Why? Why should I be jealous of some brat bastard like you? He glared at me formidably. You should have known that what happened earlier could have been settled so much quicker. Are you teaching me? More just a warning, more or less. Dravyar always covers up his mistakes by saying everything was just a part of his plan. Especially yesterday when he told you to stay in the car. What? What you never realized was that I missed my first shot, so I had to take another one with the black gun. Are you telling me Dravyar is lying to me? Well, no. Technically, he's just not telling you the full story. Really? But I still don't get it. You said you shot twice, but I heard the sound of only a single gunshot. Mickey suddenly raised his gun and pointed it at me. Wait! What are you doing? Shut up and look carefully. I stared at his gun. It was black, but I noticed its shade of color was shifting slowly until... It's... white? My gun has a name. Stargazer. It has two functions which are distinguished by its color, black and white. They're the same functionally, but when it's white, the shot is dead silent. Not even a werewolf can hear it from point-blank range. It has a major drawback, however. It takes a day or so for it to regenerate its ability once it's been shot. Why are you telling me all of this? To remind you that Dravyar has been treating you like you were his king, despite every stupid move you make. Oh my god, thank you for the follow! If he weren't, you might not even be alive and standing in front of me right now. What? As his king? Yeah, hiya. What, as his king? You're not going to like this, especially because this is something he's been trying to hide from you. I can feel my hands sweating and trembling. I keep staring at him dead in the eyes. He was being serious about it. Just checking something. Was that what happened last night? When Dravyar had grabbed my hand tightly and not let it go? Don't leave me again. I muttered to myself, looking at Mickey. He could hear it. He took a small breath. The reason why Dravyar has been treating you like this is because you remind him of someone. A specific someone that he loved the most, only to lose them a long time ago. What? I stared at him in disbelief. Is he joking? Left him? Well, I say it's like it's his fault, but in reality the better word would be abandoned. That person ended up abandoning Dravyar a long time ago. Turned him into basically a stray street dog. It nearly turned him insane. And now, he gets to meet the same face, but from a different person. What's the term, Oh, that thing. Cases where people share nearly identical facial features. It's called a doppelganger. Ugh, whatever. That's besides the point. You better watch out, kiddo, because people might die because of you. Oh, so you're telling me Timmy's death is my fault now? He had depression. People would constantly bully him. Even his parents didn't care about him. Mickey forced my mouth shut and smothered it with his hand. His claws were almost digging into my face. Memento Mori. The Two Songs of Desperation. And lastly, The Lone Wolf's Revenge. I couldn't say anything at all. My mouth was still kept shut. The expression on his face changed as he said that. Well, I've already figured out one part of it. The Two Songs of Desperation were the ones Mickey already mentioned about in the hall during the senior student lecture just yesterday. Memento Mori. Mori is death. Memento. Memory. Remember how you die. Which means that someone was dead, but now resurrected. And Revenge of the Lone Wolf. Graveyard. Does he want to pay back through me because someone else who shared my face betrayed him? This is all confusing me. Just too much stuff for a single day. Mickey slowly and gently released me. He closed his eyes and left me alone between the trees, and at the blink of my eyes, vanished. Fuck you, Mickey. Now my feelings are messed up. First sadness, and now confusion and anger. Those two wolves keep using me as their lab rat, especially Dravyar. God, why did life have to go this way? Such despair. Nonetheless, I forced myself to join class, just slowly dragging myself through the lectures. My mind can't absorb anything, even if I want it to. It's a complete mess. And that is all for today. Make sure you finish up the last remaining questions on page 210, or else someone's going to be stuck in my special jail. See you all tomorrow. Also, Alex. Huh? He startled me awake as if I was daydreaming. Yes, sir? Could you stay for a bit? We need to talk. Okay. Mr. Anderson's my professor who taught law and crime investigation. He's also my mentor who was supposed to meet me along with the rest of my assigned group yesterday. I sit at my desk and wait for the rest of the class to leave. Mr. Anderson slowly approached me. Bye. He sat next to me and gave me a warm smile. I could barely look at him. Doing alright, Alex? I couldn't help but notice your behavior was off today. Rather, how would one say it? Like someone sucked all the life out of you. He chuckled and patted my shoulder. I'm not sure anymore. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. He was a good friend of yours, was he not? Uh-huh. I heard pretty much everything about you guys, especially given you and the others are put under my care. It is a true shame that I was not even given the chance to introduce myself to you people before those two left us for what may lay beyond. Well, I heard you were sick yesterday. Well, that, honesty be given, is not true. I simply had a rather tough day preparing everything for this year's schedule, which tuckered me out quite badly. I'm actually quite surprised that the Academy did a mentor project this year. Yet, this is not quite what I wanted to talk about. There is something that has been itching me about your friend's untimely demise. I turned and looked at him, my eyes wide open. I looked hard at him, making sure he wasn't just poking around with me. What do you mean by that, sir? Do you recall the report the police had regarding your friend's passing? It said that he killed his parents, set the house ablaze just before committing suicide. Don't you notice what's so odd about that? Why go through the trouble of setting his house on fire and then proceeding to hang himself? And who would know he was the one that set fire to the house just hours after investigations began? I'm sorry if I'm overstepping here. I know this might be a harsh topic right now, yet it seems so odd to me, as I doubt if he fled, anyone would have thought it was him. No, it's fine. And, well, yeah, this is weird. Because the report also doesn't state anyone actually witnessed it. Precisely. Isn't that particular? It just seemed to happen randomly and spontaneously with such great detail, and no one to see it happen. Unless someone faked the report! Well, no, we can't be absolutely certain yet, but that is one of the possibilities. The case is still under investigation as we speak. So, let's just hope that it gets settled soon. Mr. Anderson smiled at me. So he's telling me that something about this could be fake. So that means that Timmy might still be alive. I think I know what to do. Thank you, sir. Alright then, just take care and stay safe, Alex. I get up and begin to walk out. I turned back to him. He seemed a little worried. I wave at him and return a warm smile. Now I need to find some place that could contain the information I'd need to crack this. I'll have to take a deeper look and look for the unexpected. At the library. Meanwhile, in a building not far from the academy. A kilometer maybe, or one. I don't care enough. Miles. Okay, look, I'm not great with distances. It's like 2 blocks or something from the academy. Someone is lurking. Humans, you're always so amusingly naive. Zeatrix. Holy shit, is this Xehanort? Zeatrix? Those pretentious little brats always think they're right. No wonder they won't stop sparking wars against themselves. I sure hope you're not going to regret this one, Draviar, because the price you'll have to pay will be nothing short of agony. Hands clap. Part the skies and listen to the roar of the innocent one. May Solus beam past the world. Reflect against the moon and give light to the land. With the birth and death of the Illuna times, hear my prayer. Secret technique art of the wolves. Blood prison. Ugh, why do I feel sleepy? Now, back to the main character, who has been dashing to the school library. Do we want to finish chapter 5 tonight, or play it later? Yeah, let's finish it tonight. My heart is pounding. I've never felt this kind of adrenaline before. I slid to a halt at the front door of the library. It's located on the 5th floor. I'm honestly not sure why they chose to put the library near the top floors. After 4 years of being in this academy, this was the first time I've entered the library. Eepy. It's not that I was too lazy to visit this place before. It's just been a lot more convenient to browse for information I need, or want out of curiosity, through the internet. I'm gonna check something real quick, because I'm curious about something, so I'm gonna check something. You'd want out of curiosity through the internet. Often with just a single query, I can get everything I need. But something tells me that the answers I need this time have yet to be revealed anywhere on the web. I'll have to browse manually through undocumented records and books which might be able to help me solve the mystery. I grab hold of the handle and pull open the huge library doors. Well, that explains why this place is situated on the 5th floor. It extends another 3 stories up and just... damn! That's a lot of books. It's going to take forever for me to search for the information I need to find. Hello, how may I help you? A lady showed up almost from nowhere. She must be the librarian. Yes, I was looking for something about old cases. Old cases? As in old records? Yeah, I need them for something. It's, for my assignment, yeah. She chuckled at my weird behavior. Well, you appear to be a new face. First time entering the academy library? Yeah, pretty much. I begin scratching my head and peer around. There's basically no one around. I see, I can't blame you. And nowadays, the internet has pretty much replaced what the library can provide. But of course, the internet is full of misinformation and untrusted sources. People nowadays cut too many corners and run into traps to resolve their problems, like confirmation bias. Anyways, as for you, please wait just a moment. She ran to a nearby counter and returned with a paper and pen. Here, please fill in the information of the records you inquire about. Name of the document, writer, date, place. Just try and fill it to the best of your ability, and I will try to see if I can find it. There is a table over there, so you can put the paper down there to write. Once you're done, just return to the counter and I'll be waiting there. Thank you. I take the paper and pen and walk towards the table. I lay the paper down on the desk. Alright, let's see. First off, Draviar mentioned Hellish Lake and the brutal murder related to it. I'm going to have to dig deeper on this case. It seems I can no longer trust Draviar fully because of the clever way he uses words to hide things. Last year. Records of Hellish Lake murder. I walk back to the library and hand her the paper. Here, this is all I really need. Oh, the Hellish Lake case. Yeah, I remember this. That poor family. Even a year later, we're no closer to solving that case. Are you sure you still want to use this as part of your assignment project? It's somewhat incomplete. Yes, indeed. I was curious about the case and wanted to use just a small piece of it for my assignment. I see. Well then, Mr. Curious, give me a moment and I'll have the reports ready for you. It'll take a while, so please wait here, or feel free to explore the library and take a read through some of the books in our collections. Okay, sure. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. May I ask a bit of a silly question? Yes, sure. Is there any section which discusses, well, supernatural things? I mean, like, books that talk about the supernatural. She gazed at me, puzzled. She was trying to figure out what I was trying to ask for. You mean as in horror fantasy novels? We have plenty of ghost story novels around here. Oh, no, I meant like a cyclopedia of some sort. Ah, I see now. Yes, we have a section on the supernatural like werewolves, wendigo, and witches. It's on the second level, to the left in the red sector. It should be in there. Geez, thank you. You're welcome, though I'm curious now. Why the interest in the supernatural? Haven't heard anyone else who has asked for this before. Oh, I kind of just have a habit of reading stuff like that to pass the time. That's an obvious lie, though she didn't seem to question it. Oh, well, if that is of your taste, I'll return to finding the records. Enjoy the books, Mr. Curious. She chuckled and departed. I suppose it's time to do some research on what's up with the supernatural in the meanwhile. I headed up to the second floor library and found the red racks. It's all blanketed in dust. It's weirdly ominous. I suppose it makes sense, given most people would dismiss these supernatural topics as mere fiction. Yet, I'm a werewolf now, and the time until the full moon is quickly approaching. I'll need to prepare myself. I begin to sift through the books that reference werewolves. There seems to be so many books on the supernatural. Vampires, demons, zombies, blood mirrors, a list of curses from Japan, Western horror, and murder. Who the hell is writing these books? I noticed that a lot of the books seem to share one author name, though. D.L. Stars. Yeah, whatever. I shouldn't care too much about that now. I continue to sift through the shelves until I find a book on werewolves, slotted just below the book rack. It looked old and had a dark brown cover. I take the book and lay it down at a nearby table. Alright, I'm really hoping that this will help me. I begin to read through. This certainly doesn't seem like the werewolves that I've read in novels or watched in movies. It's stated that werewolves are a form of curse which originates from human sins by killing an innocent one. Human sins? That's new. I continue to read through. It told the story of a human who killed animals for sport, entertainment, and to sell through the black market. The hunter seemed to find enjoyment in killing animals and would return every hunting season. His main target? Wolves. He'd even kill the pups. One day, he had killed all but one wolf in one of the woods he hunted in. He followed it until he finally found it. He captured it and tortured it for his own amusement. That's horrible! Under its last breath, the wolf uttered a prayer that the misery and cruelty humans put on the wolf kind shall finally be repaid with a curse. The wolf bit the hunter before dying shortly after. At the time, the hunter had not felt anything out of the ordinary, only a bit of pain from the bite. Until the next full moon rose. The hunter transformed into a beast. He killed his family, ate them all, and continued to attack others. Every time a werewolf bit a victim, the curse would be passed on. It's awful, but it makes sense somehow. It reminds me about something Draviar mentioned to me. The Wolf's Prayer. A human who turns into a werewolf loses their ability to retain their identity, and evolves into a beast whose only aim is to hunt and kill. But there are some rare occasions. A human, under the right circumstances, can control it. I need to read this. It might teach me something before the full moon comes. Alright, let's see. A human heart is divided into two sections, good and evil. No. The word dildo is not allowed. A human heart is divided into two sections, good and evil. Is this fucking Kingdom Hearts? I love Kingdom Hearts. Each side coexists, and there are triggers which cause a person to switch between the two. These swings are... Wait, this feels familiar. Pendulums. The feeling of disarray within the heart. Arrow! During these 2 weeks' time, you need to find your arrow. Arrow? How do I describe this? People are easily swayed by triggers. You don't know what Kingdom Hearts is? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, well, I gotta modify, like, the stream schedule anyway to allow for, you know, non-furry visual novel games, and I think Kingdom Hearts might make the list. Your heart is almost like a pendulum. It will sway back and forth between emotions with little certainty. The main character, like one of the main characters is in Smash Bros. Now. Sora. Sway back and forth between emotions with little certainty. An arrow is like a guide for you to strive for good, even during times when you're turning corrupt or losing control of yourself. It could be a keyword or just something that you're connected to dearly, like a loved one. Once you find it, you should be able to control yourself. I don't really quite get it. Is it supposed to be like an anchor? Dravyar scratches his head. Let's see. Take an example. Anger management. After people get angry, they usually go to something to vent off the anger or distract themselves. A coping mechanism. What would you do? I somewhat get what he means now, I guess. I've always ignored it and just play video games. Right, like that basically. For an arrow though, you need something more than that. A really strong one. It can be a memory, good one of course. Strong memories. A tear started to creep down my cheek. I can't control it. It just doesn't make any sense. I hated him. How he had been treating me. But just... Are you alright, Alex? A shudder alert. Gwen appeared out of nowhere all of a sudden. I wipe my tears and look at her. I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, you don't need to hide it. I know what happened. It was all so sudden. Honestly, I feel it's rather weird. Yeah, I can't really deny that. What are you doing here, Gwen? Oh, I was just accompanying Linda to find a couple of books. We did eventually find it, but she wanted to use the restroom quickly. Also... Shit, wait. Also, why are you here? What's with you reading all this creepy fantasy stuff? She lifted the book cover and peered at the front. It's to just, relieve my stress. Seriously? Lame. Come on, you could do better with your lies. She chuckled. Gwen, can I ask you something? Sure. I know this is a kind of silly question, but, hey, go ahead, try me. She smiled at me. I mustered my thoughts. Do you think that werewolves exist in the world? She slowly breathed in and looked at me. Did you know inside us there was a white wolf and a black wolf? You are not answering my question, Gwen. Technically, that question is my answer for your question. She chuckles and begins to put back the book. You always like riddles, don't you? Sort of, but remember one thing. The things you believe in are always a trigger for something unexpected. Wait, what? You will find out soon. By the way, I need to go find Linda. She is taking rather long in the restroom. Oh no. She winked and left me with dust of books. Oh no, is Linda dead? Somehow, she feels rather fishy. I don't know why, but I felt like she knows something about what's going on. I am starting to remember something that Mickey told me before he vanished. It really annoys me when I remember that. Oh, there you are, Mr. Curious. I was almost shocked when the librarian lady showed up so suddenly. Sorry, I didn't notice. Nah, it's okay. Here, the information you wanted. It might not be as much as you would like, but it certainly is better than nothing. She chuckled and gave me a brown file. Thank you, and yeah, I think this is enough. I'm glad. I'll go back to the counter if you need anything else. Sure, thank you. She left while I was starting to read some report on the case of Hellish Lake. What? I trembled after having read part of the report. A family is having a vacation until some accident occurred when one of the family members got brutally murdered. The case states it was happening on a full moon night. This must be it. A werewolf. The one that bit me must be the same one who killed that family. Wait a minute. Now I get it. I must find him quickly. I rushed outside, bringing those brown files with me. What the? When I was at the front of the library door, suddenly the place changed into some kind of red color. I'm not sure if my eyes had a problem, and the librarian seems didn't notice something has changed around here. I use my enhanced sense of smell to find a specific scent. I'm trying to focus, and I finally know where it is. Without wasting time, I follow the scent I picked up. It leads me to some boys' locker room. Basically, this room is changing for boys who want to change and bathe after playing a specific sport. Alex? I jumped a little and looked in the corner to the side. Dear God! I knew you were still alive, Timmy! Please! Someone attacked my family last night! It killed my parents, Alex! He is trembling and crying, still afraid after all what happened. Shh! It's fine. Calm down. There. I mean, who attacked? It's a monster! A monster killed my family! 2 of them! Help me, Alex! I started to panic when seeing him like this. Too afraid. Don't worry. As long as I'm here, you're going to be... A girl scream. What the heck? They're here! He screams and runs away from me. Timmy, wait! I try to catch up to him, but he is a lot faster than I am, quickly making me lose track of him. Even when I tried to find a scent, I couldn't. Something was blocking me. Damn it! I keep running and wandering around the academy. The weird part is, where is everyone? How come suddenly there are no people around here so suddenly? Enchantment? I need to hurry before it's too late. Gosh, Timmy! Where the hell are you? I need to calm myself and take some breath. I need to think logically about this. If I were too afraid of something that haunts me, where should I go? Especially at the time of panic. That's it! A wide area! I rushed to go outside and simply hoped that I could meet Timmy there. There is no one, and why is the sky turning dark red? Suddenly some red liquid drops onto my nose. Wait, red liquid? I slowly look up and see something horrible that for a split second makes my heart stop. Linda! I saw her twisted body entangled with some wire on the side of the building. I immediately wanted to puke. Ugh. She must have fallen from a very high place in the academy to end like this. Still gathering myself, I see Gwen at one of the upper floors. Did she? No way. I also saw Timmy there with her. Damn it! Once again, I ran and used all my energy to reach that floor before it's too late. I finally arrived on that floor, and I saw a door wide open, slowly walking and entering that room. Gwen! What the hell are you trying to do? I saw Gwen pointing a gun at Timmy. She seems to shake. I had to do this for mankind's safety. Alex, please help me. Stop! I quickly run towards Timmy and stood between him and Gwen. Are you insane, Gwen? He's our friend. You have no idea who he is. I mean, really is. Actually, I already know who he is. He is a werewolf. Wait, what? She is still pointing a gun at me, but she seems to doubt my statement. Yes, and you can come out now. You heard me. Dravyar. Alex, look. I don't need your damn reason anymore. You're such a terrible liar. The whole thing is already clear. I threw the file about the lake case to Dravyar. He seems not to be interested in really checking it, only looking at it landing at his feet. I know all about what happened at the Hellish Lake and the family that was murdered there. It was what you've been doing all along, isn't it? Alex, you need to listen. Shut up, damned wolf! You lied about that family case. Actually, there were 2 families at Hellish Lake. In the report, one of the families is Timmy's family. I figured Timmy and his family were werewolves from the beginning. That time on the Hellish Lake was a full moon. They lost control and killed the other family, which leads you and Mickey to investigate and hunt his family. Gwen, I also know you were working with Dravyar. You keep giving me weird riddles, and Dravyar also did mention that there is someone who is watching me at the academy. Then when I asked you about the werewolf thing, you answered with the question about a black and white wolf. That conforms to everything about you. Alex, you need to listen to what we want to say. You had the wrong idea here, and I look at Dravyar, still feeling annoyed and angry about all his lies and acts. That's enough, Dravyar. I had enough with your bullshit stories. Just, please. All I did and do is to keep you safe and away from... Dravyar tried so hard to explain something to me, pointing to Timmy for some reason. From him?
Emotional
My friend
damage.
Timmy? Ah, great. Want me to be safe and lose my friend? Just because my face resembles someone who you knew a long time ago, huh? What? Wait, that... Just quit acting, Dravyar. I thought you really were a good and honest guy that wanted to help me. Ugh! I sigh, remembering the Black Knight chess piece that he gave me. Too bad that... I'm just a lab rat for you. I thought meeting a real furry beast was going to be great. It turns out, just a lone wolf who is desperate for attention and unable to move on from the past. No wonder he left you. Okay, that is going way too far. Without another word, I threw the piece of Black Knight chess at Dravyar, hitting his face in the process. I'm not him, Dravyar. Not the same guy. That's the fact. Just move on. I looked at him sternly. I could see tears start to pour down his face. He just stood there, motionless. He is not showing any kind of emotion. Like he is in shock, just having more and more tears flow down his face. Suddenly... Slap. Gwen got closer to me while I was ranting, slapping me in the face with the gun. You are such an idiot! Timmy grabs my hand, shaking from the seeming shock at her actions. Gwen, please. You should listen to us and stay away from it. He is not Timmy anymore. I know he's a werewolf, but it doesn't matter. Open your eyes, Alex. He is not even a werewolf. What are you talking about? Eh? My mind starts to process everything and seems to point out Mickey's warning. Do you recall the report that police had regarding your friend's passing? It said that he killed his parents, set the house ablaze just before committing suicide. Don't you notice what's so odd about that? Why go through the trouble of setting his house on fire and then proceeding to hang himself? And who would know he was the one that set fire to the house staff just hours after investigations began? Whisper, whisper. Stay safe, everyone, and beware of the bloodlust treat. Listen to this, whisper. Seems we should be aware of something, judging by the speech that happened in the hallway. Remember when he mentioned death? That ain't something you usually hear in these types of speeches, is it? Second, the lines he was reciting were coming from the Linkin Park song. Or, well, 2 for that matter, but he spliced it together in a way that didn't seem particularly arbitrary. And, of course, lastly, he literally said, beware of the bloodlust treat. I am your inner mind. Ugh, my makeup is ruined. She ran off to the left. Seems she was headed off to the female lavatories to fix up her face, if you couldn't even call it hers anymore. You will be protected from the force of darkness so long as you provide a piece of candy as a sacrifice. Timmy! What happened to you, man? What the... He looks so messy. Lifeless. He kind of has that toilet stall stench as well. Listen to this whisper. Memento Mori! The 2 songs of desperation. And lastly, the lone wolf's revenge. Memento Mori. Remember how you died! After remembering those memories, I began to realize everything was already too late. Slowly, I turned to face Timmy, seeing him starting to change. Oh, that's creepy. Timmy's expression began to change into a sinister smile, looking at me. Wendigo. Too bad. Slash. Timmy impaled me with a quick motion using some kind of long knife. Ugh, Timmy! Alex! Drave... I look over where Draveyar stood before, filled with desperation and not yet settled in fear, but he was gone. Ugh! The long knife was pulled out of my body, making me quickly fall to the ground, blood pouring from my wound. Well, Alex, you are a really good friend to me. He chuckled, licking the remaining blood off the knife. Ow! One! Werewolf blood tastes awful. I prefer something fresh. Since you are gonna die. Gwen keeps unloading on Timmy, not doing anything to him until all that's heard is the clicking of an empty gun. Are you done already? Well, back to stories of once upon a time. My family had some kind of vacation for me. Yup, hellish camp. You know what? My parents were dicks. They thought if they brought me there, they could train me about survival and strength, so people won't bully me. Until in the lake, my parents forced me to swim, even though they knew I couldn't swim. They gave me a fake life jacket. Oh yes! And I died drowning! The funny part is, my parents kept ignoring me until one night they realized I didn't show up again. Both of them started to panic about having killed their son. Then they found your body and buried it. That's it. But they didn't realize that the place was once a holy ground, or well, cursed ground rather. They buried me at the foot of the demon tree. Yeah, I woke up after that. My parents were shocked to see me, but I pretended to be nice to them. Finally, I made a nice family vacation by enjoying the flesh. But it didn't take long for the wolfies to show up, so I ran away, hiding in the lake. Then, I was thinking to meet you, so I became a kind of dead body submarine until I got to the academy. Then I hid. You were hiding in the washroom and met Jennifer. It was coincidental to meet her, and even she kept insulting me back then. Yeah, I chopped her into multiple pieces and put them into some boxes in the cafeteria. I washed myself, then I met you, Alex. When I returned to having my snack, I just saw another white wolf already having found it. That's the time when Mickey found Jennifer's body and came to us. Why are you doing this? Did you also kill Linda? Why? Oh, Linda, she was always so nice to me. Just because she wanted to use me. Always another assignment for her to do. Notes to prepare. So, I went and repaid her for all the things she did to me. With a fun free fall adventure for her. But I heard the scream. You were with me back then. It was me when I saw Linda's body hanging. And you guys should listen to her marvelous voice before her death. So damn nice. But you all need to die. Starting with you, Alex, and I know you are a werewolf, but I rather want to play with you, slicing off your flesh nice and slow. I still can't believe it was him all along. What has he become? My friend, so long kept down by all around him, dying to his parents' carelessness, just to return this thing to exact revenge. Let's play. Eh? I'm not sure what happened, but I saw another werewolf standing in front of me, holding Timmy's head, while his body, now headless, slowly slacked down behind me, just before having the chance to stab me again. It seems like the plan worked, and this thing, ugh, yuck. I still don't get it. Since when was that werewolf pulling out Timmy's head? Did he have some kind of super speed? Ha! You have the real quick time this time. Mickey. Here's the thing you wanted. I saw Mickey bringing some huge metallic container, and I can smell petrol? I warned you already, Alex, and someone will die because of you. The innocent girl. I already asked Lisa to take care of her. Good. Let's take care of this one for good. What about Drave? That mysterious werewolf snaps his fingers, after which a massive flame flows from the container. Alex, please save me! Save me! Ugh, you Wendigos never shut up, do you? Even with your head already chopped off. Well, off you go. Alex! That mysterious werewolf throws Timmy's head inside the flame, and next, he throws the body. I still can hear Timmy screaming inside those flames. Slowly his voice disappears. It's an awful sight, and sinister, and at the same time, I can't stop crying to experience this tragedy. In the meantime, Mickey approaches Gwen, taking the gun she had. I'm sorry to put you in this miserable situation, Gwen. How about Dravyar? Let me answer that question for you. That mysterious werewolf came near me, and then... bang. He kicks me while I'm still injured. What's the big deal? Now I am beginning to understand why you keep saying all the werewolf curses came from human sins. Look at yourself, boy. Even if I kick you, it'll eventually heal. But the real question is, did your behavior and mentality heal? Oh yeah, I know about you, Alex. Since I have always been watching you since the beginning. That mysterious werewolf looked at me with sharp eyes. Somehow, his smell is familiar. Why are you so quiet? Don't have the harsh words to fight back like you had for Dravyar. This is what happens if you too obsess reading that fictional stories, or some of your kind call it a visual novel thingy. Too much delusional, and can't even compare between reality and fantasy. To be honest, people like you are the exact kind I hate to deal with. They're always so high and mighty on the emotional end, just to blow up tiny things. Who do you think you are, huh? Should I make another reflection on your mirror, Alex? I can't find any words to counter his statement. It's all pointing to me that everything is my fault to begin with. I am such a brat. Who even didn't feel grateful or thankful for what Dravyar did to me? I'm looking at that mysterious werewolf face. It seems familiar, but mature. Zero? Zero, huh? The name that Dravyar gave to me at that time? My actual name is Zayatrix, a beast man, but now become half beast man and werewolf thanks to your Dravyar very much. Zayatrix, the true identity of Zero. But I don't mind if you all keep calling me Zero. Mickey, take Gwen home and leave me with this brat. Jeez, just don't be too harsh just like you were with that thing. Don't worry about it. Zero's plan? Mickey and Gwen leave us, the container still burning the rest of Timmy's body. It seems my wound is starting to heal, and I barely feel less pain. I'm slowly trying to stand up. Zero, please tell me, what kind of plan did you all have the whole time? Whole time? Technically recent time. What? You're good at guessing, right? Just guess. Which one? Plan to hurt us or plan to hurt Dravyar? Hiya. You plan to hurt me from the beginning. Too easy actually, since you are kind of short-tempered. Besides, it needs more than that to lure Wendigo out. What? You're good at guessing, right? Just guess. Plan to hurt Dravyar. It can't be. Dravyar might be a genius and expert in analysis. He is a good detective as well, but when it comes to his weakness, he will become blind. How could you? So, you used Mickey to tell me lies and... Mickey only tells you half of it, and I'm the one who told him and Lisa to make a fake family tragedy case. For your information, Wendigos show themselves around a large amount of negative force. A burning house and hanging himself. For a normal person with rational thought, they will notice that case is peculiar. Except, it can trigger something similar to the Hellish Lake accident. You lured the Wendigo here. But how did you know it was Timmy? Instinct. Compared to werewolves, Wendigos can almost completely disguise themselves as humans, even hiding their scent. When you insulted Dravyar, it drove the Wendigo to fully shift back into its true form. You can see for yourself how powerful he then becomes. But how come he didn't realize his plan? I told you already, he was blind thanks to you. Dravyar. Memento mori, remember how you died. I like this human phrase. Back where I came from, everything's so... meh. If you truly care about Dravyar so much, do you want to face him again? After you insulted him like this, what can... yes or no? Somehow I kind of prefer the little Zero over this one. So bossy. Yes. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. Wait, you asked me about it. I really want to see him. Apologize for all of this. That's why, before that, you need to know the real him. And I will show you everything you need to know. And then you will ask yourself again this question. Do you deserve to be forgiven? What do you mean? You will know soon. Zero takes out an item, and it seems like a dream catcher. Dream catcher? This thing is supposed to capture a bad dream, but it also can show some memories. And pretty dark magic, actually. I see, but how to use it? It must have something related to Dravyar. Why need it, since it's already here? Zero glanced at me while holding the dream catcher. Seriously? You might not be the same person, but the condition is clear. Let's begin and close your eyes. Zero holds the dream catcher in front of my face. I wiped my tears and hoped I could fix everything I had done. Day turning night, night turning day. Let this force of nature demand the flowing of time. Hear my prayer, secret technique art of the wolves. Noir memories. Can I open my eyes now? Zero? We're going to leave off here tonight. That was fun. I am not doing an Amanda the Adventurer stream tonight. I am not doing one tonight. Yeah. Anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.